Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are finally about to do the reacting to subscribers' cages, so I'm very excited about that. Gonna make this a pretty short video, so let's get into it. I mentioned this before, we're just doing this for fun. I will try to critique some cages as much as I can. I am in no means an expert. I, just like the rest of you, want to provide my animals with the best care possible, so let's get into it. Okay, so our first entry is of a rabbit, which it says in the description here that the first picture is the rabbit's living space and the second one is her play corner, so that is super cool. And then it also says that she gets to run around the house when supervised. So in the first picture here, I'm thinking this is the first picture. I'm hoping they sent in the order that they were meant to, but I'm kind of thinking they might be opposite. I'm not sure because, yeah, I'm thinking this one is more of the home and the other one's the play area. I might be wrong, but the other one I don't see as much food and stuff in there, so I'm thinking that this picture is like the main living area for the rabbit, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna do the main living area off of this. First off, I love how much room is there. That is a super large area. Your bunny is adorable. I love the big chunky white bunnies. They're pretty awesome. There's a lot of toys for them to chew on. It looks like the rabbit is on a rug. I guess it's a girl. The rabbit is on a rug, and you got a hidey house in the corner. So it looks like you have a pretty big sized litter box. Looks like what I believe to be a water bowl or a pellet bowl, not sure. I think it's a really great example of just a basic setup, like a very basic example of how a rabbit cage can look. You don't need anything fancy. It is still a well set up cage and it's not huge. None of it looks like it would be super expensive, so I think that's a great example and a lot of people could get ideas from that, so that's super cool. Oh, I'm curious what the tarps are for and the blanket on the edge. I'm not sure what that's for. I think it's a really good idea that you have a fleece blanket laying down on the floor for your rabbit to be able to get off the carpet or carpet rug material, because that'll be better for her feet in the long run, because carpet can sometimes cause sore hocks depending on the rabbit. The bigger, more meat breed, you could say, rabbits tend to get sore hocks a little quicker, I have noticed. Don't know why. I mean, the heavier the rabbit, they're going to get sore hocks quicker just because they have more weight on their feet, but overall, I think it's really great cage setup. Obviously, there's always room to improve. I think there could be some more enrichment put into it, but I mean, every cage can have more enrichment, so I have not met a pet owner that couldn't have more enrichment. Like, you could always have more stuff for your rabbit to do, but I think that's a super great cage, so thank you for answering. We are moving on to our next cage here. This one I have some thoughts on. It is definitely pretty small and there is no hidey house, and I don't seem to see a litter box, which I was a little bit confused about that. There is that little box in the corner, which I didn't think was a litter box. I don't know what that was. And if it is a litter box, that is a very small litter box for that size rabbit. So yeah, so I'm gonna go into some things that I would change. First thing I would do, if this was me, I would look into an X pen or a dog crate of some sort, or even an NIC grid cage. I think that would be a great idea for you because it seems like that area you have a decent amount of space. I think you could add in some other things. You could even take this cage and maybe extend a pen to it, because I really think that size rabbit could use a bit more space. So if that was me, that's what I would do. Another thing I wanted to mention is this looks to me like the only opening on this cage is from the top, which is fine for some animals. Like, obviously, like the gerbil tank is something that it only opens from the top because it is a tank. But for rabbits, I like to have one on the front, so you're not just like towering over them, because that can really scare them. It'll appear to them a lot more like you're a predator trying to reach into them than it would if you just open the door and reach into them or let them come out to you. So I would get a different size cage, a dog crate, an IT grid, cage, X-Pen, anything like that. Those would all work really great for that size rabbit. If I would get that, in that I would add a litter box. Again, don't know if that's a litter box, but if it is, I would add a litter box, because obviously I'm not sure where your rabbit's poop's going, and that would be a mess. So I would add a litter box. If you do have hay there, that would be super simple to just put your hay in your litter box or get a hay rack hanging over top. That would be super simple. Another important thing that I would say, which is something that I see super often, is people not having a hidey house in their cage. And that is so important for your animal. Rabbits really need hidey houses. They can get so freaked out without it. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're just sitting there, they're fine, like, see, he's not even running around. Sometimes rabbits that are so freaked out, especially one that's in such a small space, isn't gonna run around and freak out when they're scared. They'll just kind of sit still and kind of huddle and be nervous. So having a hidey house for them can really help them feel safer and have somewhere to hide and get away from it. I would also add in some chew toys, some sort of enrichment. If you're keeping your rabbit in such a small area, I would make sure to have something for them to do. That can be as simple as like a little puzzle, or like one of those little weeble wobble toys, hanging toys. Any sort of enrichment for your rabbit will do tons for your rabbit in the long run and really keep them mentally stimulated and just keep them entertained, which will give them a better quality of life overall. Our next entry was a video that was sent in, so I'm going to kind of play that out for you guys and just talk about it as we go through. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there. First thing right off the bat, huge litter box, huge hay rack. That's amazing. I love that so much. That's super cool. And then right next to the litter box, there's that little, like, I can't remember what they're called, those little like tables with toys hanging down on them. I've always wanted to get one of those. They're super cool. And then also there is a ton of cushy blankets and toys and like baby toys and like little plush stuffed animals and layers of blankets. So that has got to be so good for your rabbit's feet and very comfy for your rabbit to lay in, especially if you have, like, I don't know how old this rabbit is, but especially if you have an older rabbit, like, I'm sure they would love that. I think that's super awesome. I need tips on how to be able to incorporate that into my cages, because my rabbit eats the walls. So yeah, I cannot. Oh, those toys would be absolutely destroyed. Patrick's beloved pillow that he loves so much had to go in a little timeout because he was being destroyed a little too much. So hopefully my rabbits will calm down and get more used to stuffed animals, and maybe I can put that back in there, because he definitely misses it, but his sister likes to eat it, so I can't have that. But if your rabbit's not eating it, which all of those toys look brand new, like literally those toys look nicer than some kids that have toys. They look brand new and clean, and they're in a rabbit cage and haven't even gotten dirty, so that's kind of amazing. But yeah, my rabbits would injure themselves in that cage, but if your rabbit doesn't chew on them, that's a great idea. Oh my gosh, I just realized up here at the top corner, that little, like, I guess it's like a little name tag with your rabbit's name on it, and it says like the rabbit's breed above. That is super cute. I love that a lot. I need to get one of those. I love Californian bunnies. Peaches drives me nuts, but I love her. There's wood chews in the corner, so No concerns with if your rabbit's getting enough wood to chew on. Lots of soft, squishy blankets. One of those types of rugs, I'm not sure what they're called, I see it in the back corner. Those are the one type of rug that my rabbit will not eat. I don't know what they're called. They're like multiple materials. I don't know, but my rabbits won't eat those rugs, so I use those. Those are super great, and they're not normally too expensive either. Your rabbit is super cute as always. Again, more like plush toys. It's kind of crazy. Like, what am I doing wrong? Seriously, how how do you do that? Because that would not happen. One of those willow tunnels, which those are super cool. Love those. I love all the baby toys. There's tons of baby toys in there, and like baby blankets. There is toys hanging into the wall, which is super good enrichment. Looks to be another litter box. That's super cool. I see some cardboard in there. Hanging toys. Super, super cute. I love that so much. That is adorable. And yes, Peaches looks just like your rabbit. I said at the beginning that I wanted it to be a pretty short video, so I think that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give any comments or concerns you have about any of the cages that I didn't cover. We can talk about that in the comments or in another video. I'm totally fine with that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting there slowly but surely. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.